What's up? It's your boy, Will Flynn, at the mic again.
Welcome to the Certified Bra Moment. I'm your host, Tommy Taylor, and with me are my co-hosts, Josh Burns and Chris
Mayburn.
O'Neill. Christopher May. It's easy because Taylor may burn.
Exactly, yeah.
And we're talking about Taylor Swift. She may burn.
That's funny. That's funny, Chris.
Yeah, you want to consider that a threat?
No, that's a promise.
Alrighty.
So, do you want to hop right in on the main thing, or do you guys want to talk about, have you guys seen anything this week?
Well, I watched Fargo with my girlfriend like a week ago. Yeah, and it was good. I can see why people like it so much.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Chris?
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Sadly, I can't talk about what I want to talk about this week because Chris can't get past 3 episodes of a really good show,
Which show is it?
Doom Patrol, because he's too much of a baby.
Because those 3 episodes are pretty bad. They're so boring.
It's because they take place at the same time, but through different perspectives.
And it's like watching the same episode 3 times.
I can see why that get annoying.
It's at like a different place, but at
It's
the
like from
same
different
time.
perspectives.
So it's just Vantage Point with Dennis Quaid.
Well, technically, it's 2 episodes that happen at the same place. At the same time, and the third one kicks off like towards the end of it happens towards the end of these 2 episodes. So, and then you see the aftermath from all of that. And it continues on like normal, but he can't get past the 2 episodes. So, I'd just say Doom Patrol's really, really good. It had a really good finale, and I'm eager to watch more, but they said that they might be shutting down the whole entire thing, and I wasted my money.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna jump ship?
Yeah.
Like the whole streaming service?
Yep. And they're gonna move.
That's a lot of money.
Move everything to WB. Like WB is launching their own streaming service with all.
Of course, yeah.
You know, Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah.
When did they say they're doing?
They're just
When
gonna
did they
take
say
your
they're
money
going to shut
Fire
it down?
Festival style.
They didn't say, they don't have an exact date of when to shut it down, but they said that they're leaning. Numerous credible sources say that they're about to do it. They themselves.
They're gonna do it.
They themselves are like, no, we're not gonna do it. Trust us.
Not yet.
Trust us.
We're sorry.
We already canceled one of our shows, and the other one
Could be canceled.
could be canceled, but
telling you.
just trust us.
The 20s, they're gonna be owned by DC. Once they
Yeah.
get this stuff figured out.
It's the Yeoman.
So
It
they're
can only go up from
they're
here.
doing a season 4 of Young Justice. He said, right?
They don't know.
But how long did it take them to do season 3? And they're like, oh, we should have done a season 3. Now we're just going to continue with this.
What, season 2 was... I was in middle school.
Yeah. And it
So-
came out, what, 2019?
Yes.
Or 2018?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's at least 5 years.
That's bad.
And now they're like, oh, wait, maybe people actually liked this show.
They have 3 pretty good shows, but they're not gonna do anything with them. And because Titans, their stupid show, the one bad show that they have right now, is not just playing on they have a deal with Netflix, so it doesn't just play on DC. It plays weekly on DC, but as soon as it's done, just like on TV, as soon as it's done, the full season goes up on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So they might, when they jump ship, that's not in danger because they can just port it all over to Netflix. Next season. It's kind of like the Netflix Marvel shows, but now it's going to be a Netflix DC show. And it's awful. And it's a stupid show, and it should never exist. I hate everyone who's on it.
What show was it again?
Titans.
Oh yeah, Titans.
So
That's interesting.
they just don't have any.
They're just bad at like most things. They
Yeah.
should clear house and be like, okay, let's have people who actually know what they're doing.
Well, they don't have any faith in. This is what we were talking about. It's brands.
Yeah.
You get. It's nostalgia and brands.
Yeah.
You know, they're only doing Titans because people grew up with Teen Titans, the show. Oh, is that chocolate? It's chocolate. Okay, so they're only doing Titans because people grew up with Teen Titans, the show, and that's the only reason why it's getting 2 seasons. And
Possibly more if they think it does well.
yep, and there's like also like most of their stuff, it goes for the hot topic, edgy crowd, where Robin says the F word and kills a bunch of people, but he doesn't kill them. He
But
just
they're dead.
breaks their neck and leaves them in an alley and doesn't call the cops.
Yeah.
He doesn't kill them, but he lets them die.
Slowly.
I won't save you.
But I didn't kill you.
It's just stupid. They don't have faith in what they do good.
Mm-hmm.
They only have faith in
What makes money?
their brands, and they don't try to promote. Yeah, you have like YouTube commercials of the Doom Patrol, but that's the only way I've seen them promote it.
Yeah.
Like I don't. There we go. I haven't seen them promote it in
Mama.
any other way except for the YouTube commercials. I don't see any commercials on TV. I don't see any
Yeah.
commercials.
Like I didn't even know it really existed
Yeah.
until you guys started talking about it like weeks ago.
So they have no faith in it. But Titans, that was a big thing. They're like, it's Titans, it's Titans. We're
It's
putting
Titans.
out Titans.
Mhm.
It's awesome, it's edgy, it's cool. It's all blue.
Robin.
It's got a blue filter on all the time.
Everything.
On every single shot, it's blue. And that's something that annoyed me the entire time.
You guys know that DC is blue?
Thing is, like DC has like so much more recognizable brands that if they had a marketer that knew anything, and like a team behind them that was even competent, they could just outdo Marvel like 10 times.
In the early 2000s,
If their team was competent.
Yeah, because Ant-Man got more money than like most DC movies.
Oh,
when
that's
they came out.
bad.
I could do your job better. Give me your job.
Listen up,
And people-
pal. I can do your
And
job.
like people didn't even know who Ant-Man was.
That's true.
But
People don't know.
People
thing is,
still don't know who Ant-Man
thing is
is.
Disney,
to be
they're
honest.
they're so good at marketing that they can get people to like a guy that nobody's ever even heard of.
Yeah,
But like people who come out with a recognizable brand that's been around for 70 years that people know as a household name, they just drop the ball.
When the first Iron Man went into theaters, did you guys know who Iron Man was?
I didn't know anything
I
about
think
Marvel.
I did. Yeah, I think I did.
Did you know that? So this is something that almost everyone says about it. Their main struggle was trying to get people to know that Iron Man wasn't a robot. He was a
Yeah.
man in a suit. Because everyone's like, oh, that's Iron Man, the robot.
He robot boy.
So, and they have so many. So in the early 2000s, basically, like Marvel was like selling filing cabinets
Yeah.
because they were so broke and they were going out of business. And they got this guy, I think his name's Bob Iger. No, Bob Iger's.
It's time
isn't that
for the
Disney?
lore.
I forget. So they got this guy to come in and basically like look at their assets and see how much they can get for it. And then he's like, you have some of the most recognizable names like around.
Yeah.
So you should put all these stupid idiots in the back. Like you make Mantis, the Black Knight, you make all of them Avengers, but you kick like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man's never even been on the team. You get a bunch of nobodies and you push them to the forefront. That's stupid. So why don't you take them, throw them in the trash, and put up all your best people? Because those are the people that people want to read about, like X-Men, and put them into the movies. And I feel like that's what
Put them in the pictures.
DC needs to do. They need to stop focusing on just Batman and Superman
I swear.
and
if I see
Teen
another,
Titans.
if I see another Batman movie, I'm gonna kill
And
someone.
Harley Quinn.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
rid of Harley
whatever,
Quinn.
whatever.
I'm
Just,
telling you.
Just get rid of Harley Quinn in the
can, you,
movies.
can you say that whole title again?
What?
Harley Quinn
Birds
and
of Prey.
Birds of Prey
Yeah.
and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
How are you gonna sell that, people?
They're just gonna read the Emancipation Proclamation.
How could you sell that?
Okay, so off of our soapbox,
Yep. E3.
we're your E3 correspondents for today. Let's talk about games that, let's talk about a conference that happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. All right, Chris, want to go first?
No.
I think you do.
Josh,
No.
I think you do. What was that?
Josh, your name is first in the text. So.
That doesn't make. It's not the parameter.
Okay. So we sectioned it off. I did Ubisoft and Bethesda. Chris did Nintendo, and Josh did Microsoft.
All right, Tommy, tell us about
It's kind of
Ubisoft.
like do AC. I did Nintendo.
I did Nintendo. Ladies and gentlemen, I did AC.
And I hated it.
I hated it. So Ubisoft. This is the first time I'm going to say this. Ubisoft had a way better showing than Bethesda.
Yeah.
Even though Bethesda made some of my favorite video games of all time, and Ubisoft makes pretty
Trash.
awful stuff. So, of course, the one that stuck out to me was Watch Dogs Legion. Have you guys?
Yeah,
So
I've seen
just
some of
Watch
that.
Dogs 3.
Yeah. Have you?
No, I haven't seen anything about it.
So it's basically. Do you know Watch Dogs? It's like an open world.
I played it before.
Yeah. This one's in London, and they established that you can be any NPC.
Yeah, but can you fix your teeth?
If you're Britain, that's
If you
a
smack your face into a wall, yeah.
Probably don't look better.
that's a no go.
Well, you gotta get the London look.
Yeah.
So they established that you can recruit and become any NPC, and each one has like a different specialty and stuff like that.
I can commit hate crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like whatever their political leaning shows how much harder it is to recruit them, but it also has a permadeath system. So if you die as a character,
You have to
they're
choose a
done.
new NPC.
Yeah, they're done, and you can never get them. And you can play as an old granny. There's literally a granny with a gun. But basically, and it's cool. Each person has like a specialty. Like if you're a granny, of course you're not fast and
Your speed
maneuverable.
buffs will be down, but your
Yeah.
strength buffs will be out the roof.
Apparently, they're like smarter with tech.
Huh?
That's not real.
That's
Doesn't-
not
That
accurate.
doesn't make sense. No.
Like there should be no I guess they're like there's no good reason to play as an old person.
it's just
unless
that-
You
it's
could
fun.
be you could be an
It's
old
just
person
for
with a
the
gun.
lulz.
That's all you need
Yeah.
For the loans.
So
for the lore.
For the lore.
Division 2 that was already released, but it's an expansion pack. There are 3 episodes coming, and it looks
The
like
next episode.
it has to do with Japan or something.
It's
It's you can explore beyond the bounds of Washington, D.C. with landmarks including a presidential compound in the woodlands and the Washington National Zoo. That might be cool.
Jason
a-
Obama.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow gorilla.
Chris's hot takes. What's wrong with you?
But yeah, it's an expansion. It's not anything big. Plus, who really plays Division 2 anymore?
Came out
I
like
don't know what it is.
3 years ago.
It's like a dystopian future, and you have guns. So it's like any dystopian game.
Basically, all the new Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore because
Yeah, Modern Warfare's coming.
Modern Warfare. Wait, was
I'll be
that at the
interested.
Microsoft conference or?
I don't think so.
I think.
But I just remember seeing the trailer. For
Yeah, I think they just
Somewhere
went
else.
like, yeah, we're not gonna be at E3. We're just gonna say. Hey.
Hopefully they do it with justice, so I can 360 no scope some noobs.
Oh yeah, this is something big. Rob McElhenney, Mac, from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's partnering with Ubisoft to make a mockumentary, not a mockumentary, a show spoofing game developers.
Mm.
So it's another thing of it's another like Ballad of Buster Scruggs kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's Always Sunny, it's funny, and it's really good, but also it's Ubisoft. So it could be good, it could not be good.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
This is the one. This is probably my top pick. Jeez, I clicked on an ad. So this is my top pick. Gods and Monsters. Did you guys ever hear about this?
I never heard that. No.
So it's basically Ubisoft did it as their Breath of the Wild, where basically you start off with like exiting some kind of dungeon, kind of like Skyrim, and then you can go anywhere and you can just complete the game straight from the start. So basically they said that it looks very Fortnite-like in its art direction, but
Fortnite.
Fortnite is big gay.
it's like Greek mythology. So I thought that was really cool.
Fortnite style.
Yeah, Fortnite style.
Every Percy Jackson book reader nerd's dream.
Yeah.
I know more
Like him.
about the gods than you.
Okay.
Why are you looking at him?
Listen up, beta male. I've been to Camp Half-Blood.
You're in my history class.
I said shut up.
Different seeing you without your glasses.
What? You haven't seen him without his glasses?
No, I don't think so.
It
It looks
is,
even worse.
it is pretty jarring.
Yeah.
It doesn't look worse. It just looks like
Different.
You're like, whoa, wow. So,
Do I look pretty tall?
I
oh,
Picking up the
I don't think this is. I think this is coming out before the D&D.
Tommy meant to call me tall, but he somehow ended up calling me hot.
Yep. So,
Freudian slip.
and also the
Mentally.
game, like every single action you do is also narrated by a narrator, of course, and it's supposed to be Homer from Homer's Iliad.
Homer from The Simpsons.
Marge,
Oh brother, where art thou?
Marge, I'm narrating Gods and Monsters.
I'm large and I'm in
So
charge.
it's just wait. Well, Age of Mythology. That was the game. You ever play that? It was like the PC game.
No.
You ever play Age of
What was
Mythology?
that?
It's like Civilization, but with both like different Roman and Greek gods.
Yeah, but have you ever played War of Tanks?
The War of Tanks.
Sponsor this video.
Dude,
Sponsor us.
guess what?
Yeah.
You're gonna be excited for this
Give
one.
us money.
You Play
Oh
Plus
boy, early access, baby.
is a new subscription service for the PC.
Just what this world needs.
I hate this.
And
And then
wait, did EA come out with stuff?
EA,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh boy.
that should be in
Isn't it
the,
just pretty much their 2K
in your
stuff?
thing.
Yeah. Should it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So I'm moving on to Bethesda because there's nothing
Nothing interesting about
anymore.
Ubisoft.
There's yeah, even though it has a better one than Bethesda.
At least Bethesda has more topics you can talk about.
we got Ghostwire. That's the one that people actually are really
For
excited
Ubisoft?
for. No,
Bethesda.
Bethesda. Ghostwire is basically you know the Evil Within. It's from the creators of that, And
It's spooky.
so
What else?
you got Deathloop. This is from the people who did Dishonored. It's a mind-bending story and meticulous designed levels. Like Dishonored, it'll all be about playing the way you want to play. Seems like the story revolves around time loops. Not much information besides a trailer.
So just Dishonored.
But time. I mean, it sounds
So
cool.
Life is Strange.
Life is
Yep.
a highway.
Okay,
Life
make
is
way
a
for the
highway.
big boys.
All
It's
right.
Doom. It's
All right.
Doom 2, Doom Eternal. Which I'm actually excited for because it has multiplayer and
Oh, that's cool.
jetpacks.
Jetpacks.
So, you can do. They have something called battle mode, and you have one guy who plays as the Doom guy, and you have two other players
That are on the battle bus.
who are on the battle bus, who drop off the battle bus and play as demons of their choosing, of their class. So, yeah, basically, it's the same as Doom, like the first Doom,
Mm-hmm.
but better. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my top pick from the Bethesda stuff because
Other than Fallout 76 Battle Royale. Does that bring back bad memories?
okay, let's talk about it because it's right next on the list. Fallout 76.
Say.
They came out and they're like, we heard what you were saying.
So we're giving you your
So-
money back.
Nope. They're like, so we're giving you exactly what you want. And I was like, my money back?
money!
And he's like, nope. A battle royale. It's called The Storm. Well, it's called
Fallout 76 Battle Royale.
Nuclear Winter. And there's literally a nuclear storm, firestorm, that chases after you.
It's just
like the
Fortnite.
storm in Fortnite.
Fallout Edition.
But it's
But it's just country roads taking it over.
yeah, it's just that.
Almost heaven.
But it's literally
John Denver hunting everyone down.
It's like Slender Man.
West
I
Virginia.
would love that where you can range how far he is from the sound of the volume of country roads.
That'd actually be scary.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
Just imagine it in like a Slender scenario, like Slender the
that'd be
game, where it's like
horrifying.
all dark and all like, and you can only like use your hearing to know where it is.
That'd be great. That'd be so cool.
And it's set in the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh my god.
But instead, we got this,
Battle Royale.
and it's extremely unbalanced. People said because they've tried it, and
Because it's not made to be an online shooter game.
here's the
The
thing:
engine itself is like 20 years old.
they put power suits in it too.
Yeah.
You get a power suit, you're basically a tank.
Yeah.
You're a bullet sponge. So, that's pretty overpowered. And every single perk card that you can obtain, aka buy, out of your own pockets, transfers over into it. So you can just level yourself up.
It's pay to win.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's pay to play and pay to win.
Yes.
Yeah. How could they screw up even
What
more?
the hell?
Yep.
Like, how could they screw up even more than they already have?
All right,
I guess
so
this already proved it.
Wait,
we
wait,
know
wait.
everybody wanted refunds, so we're gonna make you a
Pay
new game.
more.
We're gonna make you pay more
To win.
to win at a game where there's like 20 people. It can hold 100 people though, but only 20 people.
Oh
play the
no,
game.
it's a update. It's a update of the regular 76, so you don't have to pay to play the new Nuclear Winter.
Yeah.
So it's free, but you have to pay to win, basically.
Just go back to single player games and we'll forget about this.
Yeah.
Forget this even happened. Make
Just
Skyrim
stop
2.
being stupid.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's 52 player battle royale.
But in this one, you
That's
get to
basically
beat
it.
your wife.
But
yes.
guess what, guys? They make up for it by lazily adding NPCs
Into like the regular.
into the regular game. Like plopping NPCs.
Thought that was illegal.
It was like in a free new update. Lucky me, I sent my game back. They're just taking like NPC characters and just dropping them in to
Well-
places that they shouldn't be.
Well, I think you're lucky that you got that much for it. I doubt you can get $10 for it now.
All right, hold on. Think
Guarantee
about
it.
What if they just took like they stole the code for Fortnite
Yeah.
and just made that their battle royale? So it just boots up and it's Fortnite.
It's like, oh wow.
It's lucky you say that because I also, since I'm doing everything that's not the main consoles, I'm doing Simpsons, and we'll get to that. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's basically it. You can try. You can try Fallout 76 for free from June 10th to June 17th.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'll have so
1
much
week.
fun playing it yesterday.
Thing is, like, that's like, it's a lot better than buying it because you'll get bored after like 2 days and be like, all right, at least
You
I
don't
don't have
wanna
to pay
sell
for
it back to 'em.
Yeah, at least I have to pay for it. At least I'll have to coerce and
I
bribe.
just have to uninstall it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
I'll
true.
have to bribe GameStop to give me a $2 and a ham sandwich to buy it
No,
back.
the ham sandwich is too much.
Even though I bought it for $15.
$2. Take it or leave it.
You stupid! You actually bought Fallout 76 used.
Ooh, I'm supposed to.
Thing is, like, who will buy that game in a year?
No one,
Exactly.
because
It's
gonna
gonna
buy
be
it.
Connect Adventures. Then I'm gonna buy all the stock from Fallout 76.
it's gonna be
People are
a
gonna
And
buy
new
sell it to
Destiny
Level Up
1.
Entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. And then it'll be like the new Coke in like 20 years, and everybody will want it. And guess what? I'll have it. Every single copy.
Well, lucky for that guy, the guy who has all the new Coke, because new Coke's coming back
Really?
because of Stranger Things. Remember the
wow.
80s? It's the
80s, bro. 80s.
Wait, Josh, how do you say the 80s again?
80s.
New-
The 80s.
Hey, here's another one. This is for you, Chris. This is a little thing to wet your whistle. Elder Scrolls Blades is coming to Switch. It's the mobile device game. You remember that mobile game where it was basically you were a knight and you had to fight a bunch of other knights, and at the very end you die and you come back as your relative?
No.
What was that?
I forget what that
Just got
was.
the ending spoiled though.
But it was basically, well, you just keep doing it over and over and over again. So it's basically
Hinduism.
a swipe to slash game. This is a mobile game put onto your Switch just for you, and you have to pay full price for it. You're welcome.
I wasn't gonna get it for my mobile device. I'm not gonna get it for the Switch.
Exactly.
Why not?
I don't know why they're doing
With
that.
Skyrim too.
Oh, wait.
Escape to Africa.
Escape
Will,
to
will this
Africa.
change your mind? There's a new Dragon Quest line.
Wow.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay. I'm
That's all
sorry.
you're getting.
I don't stray out of the realm of Nintendo for that Switch.
So we got Elder Scrolls
I still want to play
Online.
Skyrim.
Skyrim's pretty good.
It is fun.
It's getting a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker. People, all they have is people seem pretty happy about this. That's all they have to mention about it.
I guess people
Yeah,
kind of like it.
it's pretty good.
It's not like people are talking. They have something to talk about now other than Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's something different.
Yeah.
Bethesda is still hard at work at Elder Scrolls 6.
Escape
They
to
didn't
Africa.
show anything. They basically said,
We're working
we're
on
working on it.
It's still on the clipboard.
it. Just don't give it to like Bethesda Austin. Please
Bethesda
don't.
Austin is
I'll
awful.
get
Bethesda
pissed.
Austin did Fallout 76.
Yeah. They're
Is
like
that-
their B team. Like they're a bunch of like Like hacks.
Hacks.
That are just like contracted to animate crap, and then it's just turned out terrible. It turned out like Fallout 76.
Oh, yeah, 2 Wolfenstein games are coming out July. One's a VR one where you're a pilot. It's called Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot, and the other one's an entry into the main game line.
Is it going to be like
Youngblood?
Is it going to be like the VR hot air balloon ride that was on the Ocean City Boardwalk? Where you stand in like the thing for a hot air balloon, but you just have VR goggles on.
Yeah, they actually you can't order it at GameStop. You buy the game at GameStop, but they actually send you a couple days later this big box. You open it, and it's a basket. It's a hot air balloon basket with a little thing that you have to screw into your ceiling. And it's got a little handle on it, and you can pull down, so it feels like you're blowing up.
But it doesn't actually work with the game.
It doesn't. It's just there for aesthetic reasons.
Fair enough.
But, do you guys know anything about Commander Keen?
No.
Coming for your spleen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No clue.
Well, that's the tagline.
What
How'd
about
you
it?
know? But basically, they were like, he was one of the first. So Bethesda has a shared universe where it's Commander Keen. No, it's B.J. Blazkowicz. He's the great-grandfather or grandfather of Commander Keen. Commander Keen is the father of Doom Guy. And basically, they kind of... So Commander Keen was like a little... I think it was a platformer for your PC.
Yeah.
But guess what? He's back. And he's on your phone.
And he's pissed.
He's pissed. He's on your phone.
Is it going to be
and
like
he's
the
pissed.
Mario Run game where it's just like, yeah, it's Mario on your phone, but it's free, unless you want to actually play the game.
Nope. It's an item-based action puzzle game where you build contraptions to move through levels.
Sounds stupid.
Yeah. It used to be a side-scroller,
So,
actually.
Just Fortnite?
Fortnite on your phone.
So Fortnite.
It's funny. Well, they already had Fortnite on my phone. So,
It doesn't have enough data storage.
to round us out on Bethesda, Rage 2 is getting an expansion pack called Rise of the Ghosts.
I've never even played that.
I don't even know what Rage 2 is about. Neither do I care.
Yeah.
It would be Nor.
There we go. But guess what? So before the whole entire conference happened, there was a rumor that a bunch of people who worked for The Simpsons and were big with The Simpsons were having their own little conference. People were psyched. They thought maybe it's a new Simpsons game,
Simpsons verse.
or maybe they're remaking Simpsons Hit and Run.
Road Rage.
They basically, someone got up on stage, sat down, and they're like, actually, we need more time, so we're going to show the people in the crowd clips of when The Simpsons reference video games, and you at home, you can just stare at a blank screen for like a couple of minutes. Okay, thank you. And it cut to a break. They had like 25 seconds of the conference. It cut right to a break. And then it cut back and the Simpsons people were on stage. And it was all to basically talk about a game that they released my freshman year of high school for the iOS called Simpsons Tapped Out. And to answer fan questions.
Wow, so exclusive.
A game from 5 years ago.
In case you're up on the Simpsons lore.
But guess what, guys? Turns out they tricked us all. They did have an announcement. Exclusive for the iOS. Simpsons Battle Royale.
Wow, just what we need.
with actual Fortnite skins.
With large March.
Better be in charge.
I think she's a banana. I think she's the banana skin from Fortnite. I'm not even joking. Like, you see a picture of Bart, and he's like standing with some kind of skin on.
Mm-hmm.
Homer has the default skin, and then there's a banana with blue hair, I think. Aren't you guys excited? Aren't you guys radicalized?
Well, considering that I'm the only one here
Islam?
that doesn't have an iPhone, I have no reason to be excited.
When's this all just madness gonna stop?
I can't wait.
So I don't know.
So my three. No, let's just keep going and we'll get.
No,
get into that.
do yours now, and then we'll just do them all during our full thing, so that we don't have to go back.
Okay. My 3 favorite games being released. Probably Watch Dogs Legion is one of my most anticipated games from the companies that said something. Well, from the companies that I did.
Yeah.
And then my second one, wow, there really wasn't anything. But
The Simpsons
there's
iOS game.
yeah, it was Simpsons Battle Royale. There we go.
Yeah.
And then the third one was, I really don't know, guys. Keep on going.
Keep on truck.
Okay, Chris,
no.
is it your turn?
Alright, so I just did it from like the Nintendo Direct. And they announced a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't really care about half of it. Because it's all like the anime games.
Yeah,
But
more like Anna Dorks.
the like things, like not the specific like 3 things that I liked, but some of the things I liked were I liked the Bowser skit.
Wait a minute. There's been a bit of a mix-up.
I thought that like, hey, they recognized the joke.
Well, they had.
It's, I find it funny. And then actually I need to bring it up because there's a clip that I'll send you the times for, but some clips from it that I thought just were really, really enjoyable. This one is 22.
I felt like it was kind of hollow. Not hollow like games wise, but Reggie not being there kind of left it, you know. Because almost every single games conference that he was there was something funny. But this one, I don't know. It just, I was like, I'm watching a games conference.
Alright. So, it's pretty much just helicopter guy, but you'll I missed it.
Brother.
It's pretty much this guy grabs like a helicopter blade and he just starts spinning and goes flying. And then there was this other clip. just the I have arrived.
Ah, yes.
That just that's the only thing I liked from that. Then there was a Pokemon Sword and Shield are announced for November 15th. Is their release?
Oh, that's pretty.
Wait, where was the Doug Bowser joke?
That was towards the end.
No, that was towards the beginning.
That was towards the beginning?
Yeah.
Is there a
It was like-
timestamp for that?
No, but I can bring it up because
Was it?
I want to hear the Doug Bowser joke.
Tommy, I've seen it twice.
Seen it.
It's basically, they're like, hey, I'd like to...
I have it. All right, that's it.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's like, and it's funny because it's a meme.
They recognized the meme,
Yeah.
and they did it. So,
This
I
is
mean,
probably one of my
it's
most
good.
favorite things. They're announcing a Murderous Rampage mode to Animal Crossing New Horizons,
Yes! Whoa!
so you can do a genocide run.
Dude.
Well,
That's not true.
It's not sure. They're getting a Settlers of Catan, but for the Switch.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, Chris might do that. Oh,
I'll
like that.
probably get it.
So-
Things I didn't like. Every time they went to a trailer, they did like the snap. They snapped because like like the Switch thing how like it pops
Yeah.
the Joy-Cons together and does this.
Did it startle you?
No, it was just annoying because it's every single time.
It was. It got really annoying.
I didn't like the trailer for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. That was just annoying. It just like genuinely made me annoyed and like wanted to stop watching.
Because you don't like anime?
No, it was just like because like it didn't show any gameplay.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was all just like backstory, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Fire Emblem's very niche.
Same thing with the Resident Evil trailer. They didn't show enough gameplay.
Oh, that was stupid. They just wasted time basically saying, you remember these? Sorry.
It was like they go to a haunted. They're like, "What if you played Resident Evil, but at night in a house that's creepy?"
So they already released Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2
Yeah.
on the Switch. And Resident Evil 4. But basically they're like, yeah, but do you remember Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, the stupid ones? Guess what? We're re-releasing them for your money. You're welcome. You're like,
And then there was this one game called No More Heroes 3. It's the starting line is it's like some explosions in the background. He goes, "Was today the 4th of July? If not, is the Empire striking back or what?"
I hate
And I was
that.
like, that
Hello.
I'm never
Have you
never
guys
gonna,
ever like heard of No More Heroes?
no, but I don't want to now.
It's like one of the only M-rated games on the Wii. It's got a very like niche crowd where it's like it's definitely nerds who are like, oh, haha, pop culture reference. He's just so cool
It's
because he has a
kinda like-
lightsaber.
It just reminds me of Deadpool,
Yeah, it is.
where it's
actually.
just like really trying to be funny, but like Deadpool's actually funny.
well, sometimes
Yeah.
a lot of it's like.
It's better than this game.
Thanks.
Ooh, dated reference.
It's no Ready Player One, but
Or a Black Panther.
Oh,
Dated reference.
oh yeah, but yeah,
uh,
keep on going.
then my favorite things that were announced was Luigi's Mansion 3.
Dude,
I've never played a single game in that series, but that makes me want to buy that trailer made me want to buy the game.
I need to buy it.
It looks like fun.
Man.
The Marvel Ultimate Alliance was
Thank you. Okay, Marvel's Ultimate.
the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black Order. That was interesting. If they release more trailers about it, I might get it.
They've been, if you look,
I need to look into it, but like,
yeah, Game Informer's been releasing a lot of like stuff
Mhm.
the past few weeks.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games
Now
2020
we're
is being
talking.
released in November.
I thought you said Marty and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
But I'm definitely getting that.
Yes. I had the one on the Wii.
I had
It was
Mario and-
2008.
I had Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2012.
Oh wow! I had Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympics.
Big money.
Big money, man.
And then fourth, I went to 4, was Banjo and Kazooie coming to SSBU in the fall. I've never played any of the games, but like from the gameplay they showed, they look like a fun character to play.
They do look like a fun character to play.
Mhm.
What about the other one?
I don't know who it is. It looks really. I don't like those kinds of characters.
What
so-
the anime sword people?
No, where you
You
can
mean the
like
people
change.
I play as?
No, like how you can change different abilities, like Shulk,
Shulk.
like how Shulk has
Yeah,
his
I
different
almost said
things.
Well,
No, Sheik is fun.
And Cloud.
wait.
Sheik is
Originally, Sheik was because it was like Zelda and
Sheik
Sheik
is
Yeah,
were
and you could
together.
you would
switch
just
between them.
you would down me, and that's how you switch between them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like those kinds of characters. They're not fun
Mhm.
because it takes like they're like too try hard. It seems like.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, all right, I got to go down and then left to get my jump, so then I can jump back on the stage and destroy this nerd.
But yeah.
Oh, Tommy, did you like your 3 favorite past games by that company?
Oh no.
Yeah, you didn't mention.
Okay, so my 3 favorite past games were, was it Ubisoft?
Ubisoft and
They're-
Bethesda.
Fallout 76.
Fallout 76.
Fallout 76 and Fallout 76. It was
My two
that's it.
favorite.
of course my favorite game from Bethesda of all time was Fallout, not 76,
No.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
That's one that Josh and I took an entire summer playing,
Yeah.
and then I like Fallout 3.
Ah, Gary.
I like Fallout more than Skyrim because I don't like fantasy. I hate fantasy with an undying passion.
I'm quite similar, but I love Skyrim.
Yeah.
That was my first.
Skyrim's just good.
That was my first introduction to Elder Scrolls, except for like when I played like 10 minutes from my cousin's Oblivion, like on his PC.
You're done.
Like when I was a kid. And that's why I learned how to use console commands.
Thank you. It just picks you up and throws you into a wall.
That's why I learned how to use console commands.
Really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's Fallout New Vegas. I would say Skyrim, then Fallout 3. And then for Ubisoft, it's Watch Dogs 2, Assassin's Creed 4.
You mean the movie?
Yes, the movie. I want the movie.
We want another movie.
Give us another video game movie.
I have no clue for Ubisoft because I don't like No, Rayman.
Rayman?
Yeah,
The
everyone
Rabbit
loves
Rabbits.
Raymond's Raving
Rabbids.
Rabbids. No, I like the Rayman side scrollers. Not side scrollers, the platformers. The 2D platformers.
Hate
They're great.
platformers.
I
I
had
thought you were gonna say I hate blackformers.
What? How could you?
I hate blackface. So.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
Okay. Okay, good.
Oh, I didn't
what
get
do
to
you
do
got?
my 3 favorite games.
Alright, go, Chris.
Mario Kart Wii. That
Yeah,
game.
now we're
game
talking.
There we
that
go.
game was like
Delicioso.
yes. Wii Sports Resort.
First one. I like Wii Sports. Just regular.
Yeah,
But
just regular Wii Sports was balls.
I just remember like summer days, like it'd be super hot outside, so we'd come inside and we'd just play Wii Sports Resort basketball, and it'd be like us playing Super Smash Brothers, like super intense, like screaming
That's
matches.
the ball.
Well, no, because you can't play co-op; you play against
Didn't we
each
play
other.
that?
yeah.
Or
Wait,
3
We
people.
played that and I won against him. And he was super
Did
mad.
you turn off the console?
I don't even remember. We played it up there, remember? We played Wii Sports Resort.
But like we
No,
had
we played your ripoff of Wii Sports Resort.
Oh yeah, it was a ripoff. Yeah,
the kind you get
but
for free
but
from
we played basketball on that and I beat him.
But like
I can beat you in basketball, like real basketball.
But like it was like we were having like shouting matches.
And my neighbors, they had I had regular.
I had regular.
I had regular Wii
Wabbits.
Sports Resort. Be quiet. I'm hunting Nintendo. Yeah. So
Very quiet.
stop, Chris. I wouldn't say that. So
Will I continue?
my neighbors, they had Wii Sports Resorts, and I had the regular Wii Sports. So we'd come back and forth, and we'd play regular Wii Sports, which is very much superior to Wii
yeah,
Sports
more.
Resorts. But we'd come over here, and we'd have shouting matches in here because her parents wouldn't have any of that.
I have none of it.
So, yeah.
And then Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2012.
2008.
That was fun. And plus, we got it for free because we used to babysit for my parents' small group back in the day. And so, as a gift to my sister and I, they're like, all right, here's a video game.
Wow.
Mario
Little
and
did I
Sonic.
know that one of them would become my boss.
Wow.
It was the Palermos, who is it? The Davises and the Santoses,
Oh.
and my parents. And it was when they were all pregnant with their second kid.
Oh. Wow. So, is that...
And then
Did you
then Smash Ultimate.
Yo, yeah.
Wait, that's more than 3.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, that's illegal.
Wait, that's illegal.
Hey,
Stop.
buddy. You're violating the law.
Got a blast.
God bless.
Looks cops in the eyes. Got a blast.
Okay, Josh, it's your turn.
Okay. So, my assigned corporation was Microsoft.
This is how I'm gonna take it down.
Yeah. So
Taking down the government.
there's like tons of things you can clearly see. and like I've only really heard of a few of these. Like I didn't want to watch the whole thing and
I just did the
have to
one.
remember like 70 freaking
I just
games.
wrote down the ones that I knew and
Yeah.
was willing to talk about.
Yeah, because I mean,
Because it's not anime.
yeah, because the ones I've actually heard of, like I've heard of the Outer Worlds. That looks interesting. It's like the same company that made Fallout New Vegas. There's an Obsidian
It's basically Fallout,
Space
but
New
in
Vegas.
space.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
It does
We all
look
take up
interesting.
space.
I mean,
I mean, if you're talking in a literal sense,
I guess.
it's like Fallout and BioShock mixed together, but in space.
Yeah, that's the vibes I got from it. It looks good though, because Obsidian, they actually made the good Fallouts.
Yeah.
They didn't make 76,
No.
So you're
they had
lying.
no input in 76.
so they didn't make the good ones.
Yeah, of course. And I heard of the Blair Witch one. Isn't it like it's kind of like Slender Man or something?
Some
Like
horror
slime-
game.
Yeah, it's
It's
just like
more like
survival horror.
Outlast.
Yeah, like survival horror.
Yeah.
Which,
Survival.
if it's anything like the movie, really nothing's gonna happen until like the last minute, and then it's gonna be like, oh, what happens?
Someone's-
The guy's just standing in the corner, and then you hear like a noise, and then the camera falls, and that's the end.
That's an avant-garde film.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it was the first one to do it, but
It wasn't the first
yeah, it
film.
wasn't the first. But
Cannibal
it-
Holocaust was.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I
the
don't
first
care, Tommy.
recognized one.
I don't care.
But basically,
I don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care.
I
What was
really
it?
don't.
Don't care.
I see how you could do a Blair Witch. No, I actually don't.
No.
Because
I
there's
Because like there's no like there isn't supposed to be like a perceivable like force out there like when you're watching the movie. It's just like these people go crazy.
and that's the thing that's
Yeah.
supposed to be scary. You don't ever see the monster.
yeah, you're not supposed to.
But now they're like,
Let's give them a game.
yeah, let's make that.
You know this
into-
franchise that's like 22 years old.
And
Let's
we
give it a
just
game.
did another a sequel to it a couple of years. Like, was it last year?
It was a few years
Do you
ago.
think it's going to be like a 2K game where they update the roster every year with a whole new game?
A whole new
yeah.
monster.
And okay, so Blair Witch, yeah, I don't know, but like, isn't there like a new Star Wars game that's coming out? It's like it's one, but it's like very similar to the older Star Wars games. Not like Battlefront.
There's 2 new Star Wars games coming out.
It's
boys.
not. It's not like Battlefront. It's like what was it? The old Republic or something like that, where you played as the Jedi.
Force Unleashed. It was Force Unleashed.
Well, yeah, I remember playing that, but even one's older than that. Like,
Well,
it's like,
no, that one, Old Republic was, what was it? Old
The Old
Republic was
Confederate.
online, right?
I don't think so. No, it was
The
before all that.
old Confederate.
Knights of the Old Republic was online.
The old
Yeah.
Confederate.
Old Republic.
That
Stop
was a
talking about the
that was a single player
Confederacy.
game.
The old
Chris?
Confederate.
I remember I had it for the Xbox, like original Xbox.
But this one seems like it's more like Force Unleashed, with its like mechanics and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it also kind of reminds me of God of War in a way.
Yeah, but it's not like the Battlefront ruined franchise.
Yeah, but and it's also made by the people who did Titanfall, and that's basically the best thing coming out of EA right now. So
That's saying a lot.
it might be good because Titanfall is really good, but also it's EA and Star Wars.
And they love messing those two franchises up.
Yep. So, and then the second Star Wars game, we got another one, boys. It's Lego Star Wars, the complete Skywalker saga. I'm talking original movies, prequels, the new ones,
We don't need
So-
the new ones.
and it's an
No,
open
please.
world game.
So you just play as Lego Yoda the entire time.
You want to hear a fact?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything past episode 6.
Good.
I mean, I've seen the original three.
Don't.
I've seen the original 3 and the prequels.
I've only seen
And
like
I have no interest in
the
seeing
most
anything
recent one I've
from-
seen was like parts of Rogue One, and it was just like,
Haven't seen Rogue One. Have no desire to. Haven't seen Solo. Have no desire to. Haven't
So
seen
you
7
haven't
or
seen
8.
Last Jedi?
Oh, Last Jedi. I forgot about Last Jedi.
You tried. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
tried to forget.
Well,
about
yeah, I tried to forget about it.
And then I brought it
forgettable.
back to your.
Brought it back to my senses. Thank you, Tommy.
I'm sorry. It's
I love reminiscing on the ruined franchise. That
look
is
the
Star
new
Wars.
ones. They're not great because either they don't try to do anything good, anything new,
Yeah. Like they just
Or-
they play the worst of both sides.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, we sort of try new stuff, but we don't do it well, and we try to bring back the original, but we don't do it well.
It's stupid. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And then, at least the prequels tried to do new stuff.
Yeah.
Even though they were awful.
And they were iconic about it. I mean, Episode 3.
Dude.
People still talk about Episode 3, and that came out how many years ago? 13, 14 years ago?
You can have your episode 3, but I still have that one scene of the pod racing where the guy,
This is pod
where the
racing.
guy turns around, sees a stalactite, screams, and smacks into it.
That was my favorite. It's true. I like that. You see me like that.
I
But,
do see that.
But
Keep on going.
all right. So I guess it's pretty good to look forward to. But Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
That's the first game I'm probably excited about in a while because I've seen like all the trailers for that and it looks really good.
It
Like
does.
aesthetically. Hopefully they don't mess it up.
I-
like the process because I mean it took how many years? Because I remember it was announced like 2 or 3 years ago. So it probably took like more than that. too.
2017?
Yeah.
I think it was 2017. But, yeah, I mean, they have Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He's like a bottle of charisma. So,
Yeah.
I feel like...
I remember seeing that trailer.
And
Like,
it,
we got a city to burn. I was like, oh, John Wick's in this.
did you hear all the outrage about...
Yeah, people say, oh, it's white supremacists.
Well-
And again with their video games.
Yes. People said that...
I mean, they said the same thing about Cuphead. And Cuphead, it's literally just like a platformer shooter.
why did they say that about Cuphead?
I don't know, because it's just like old style, and people say, oh, all old stuff's racist.
I guess so.
Oh, that's true. Song of the South.
But not, like...
Accidental racist.
But like, I don't know how you could just draw that conclusion. Like, there's no like racial exploitation in that game. It's literally just fighting bosses for the devil, and it's really hard.
For Cyberpunk, people are saying because there's two gangs. There's the Animals and the Voodoo Boys. The Voodoo Boys are a Haitian gang, and people are like, "Oh, that's racist," because they're saying all Haitian people are into voodoo. And in the original game, because it was a tabletop game originally, it was white people, but the creator is a black guy.
Yeah, he's a black
he,
dude.
he signed off on this, and he's like, I love that Haitian people, because the whole entire Voodoo Boys was supposed to be a commentary on cultural appropriation. So he's like, I love to see in the future, see that in the future, actual Haitians are like, no, you're not Voodoo Boys. We're Voodoo Boys. I'm a Voodoo Boy. And they take over the tribe.
Yeah.
And then another one's like, I hate that a gang called the Animals is predominantly black. And then I was like, well, although making up only 13% of the population,
Despite. It's terrible.
I mean, they're called the Animals,
Yeah.
but like, it's not all black people in that thing. The leader is a white woman named Sasquatch,
I mean, like,
and it was made by a black guy.
I mean, it's just video game journalists again and at it again, trying to speak for the minorities that are
Yeah.
so fragile they can't speak for themselves.
There was one that said, seeing the demo was the most grotesque thing I've ever seen, because it's a white person in a
It's just the game.
in a shooting gallery of black people. First, it's just a game. Second, you get to pick your race.
So you guys want to hear something? I just found this song called "Now This Is Pod Racing."
Really?
Now
By
this is
band
pod
called
racing.
Mom Jeans and with a period after Jean.
That's good.
It's actually pretty alright.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sounds
It's
like
not anything you guys would like.
sounds like a
but it's something I would like.
sounds like a shoegaze band. But yeah, Cyberpunk looks good.
Yeah, it does.
There's something on here that says Battletoads. I didn't watch that, but it's probably just trying to cash in on like a dead meme that's been dead for like 5 years.
Did you ever hear about that, Chris?
You guys have told me about it. I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's
Whatever.
Battletoads, pranks, whatever, yada yada. Yeah. It
So
was kind of funny for
You don't need
Very
to.
I'm
small
not
time at a time.
telling the prank. Yeah, Battletoads is back, and it's in the new cartoony form.
Why? Why didn't they put it out like 3 years ago? When it was
Because-
kind of relevant.
It's funny.
Cause it's funny.
You remember it?
It's funny, man. Harassing regular employees that wanted nothing to do with it
So you guys
on
got
their
Battle-
day job.
Now I remember it. You guys got Battletoads?
Yeah.
it's
I look back on that, it's just like, wow. That's,
It's the
that's a
original.
really
You got
stupid thing to
games on
do.
your phone.
It's like just harassing these poor people that just
Like
just
they work a
happen.
9-to-5 job,
Yeah.
and like,
They have to deal with all these people
Stop.
that they're not even
Shall we
getting
go?
commission sales from because
All
they're
right,
just getting
guys.
pranked and wasting their time.
Do you think Level Up Entertainment has Battletoads?
they do
They do.
actually
They probably do, but it's
For what?
expensive.
for Sega Genesis.
Yeah. It's expensive
Let's
though.
buy it and sell it for
Sega
more.
So business. That's what you're saying? Do business.
Capitalism.
Buy
Do
it,
business.
We're here to do business.
buy it, business, profit. That's our plan.
Wow. How revolutionary.
But only with Battletoads and Fallout 76.
And Connect Adventures.
May I
no, no,
introduce
no.
you to the
That's my
3
risky
Ds.
property right there.
Buy it, business, profit.
And buy it, Battletoads, business, profit.
Connect Adventures, profit. In like 20 years.
Fallout 76, profit.
Buy every single copy of Connect Adventures. In like 20 years, maybe.
Do you guys want to buy all 10 copies of Connect Adventures at Level Up?
No.
It's only $5.
In total, yeah. You could have so many copies of Connect Adventures.
Why would we
Think about all the different Xboxes you could set up, stack all the Connect things on top of each other, and play 10 different games of Connect Adventure at once.
It's not a bad
At
idea, Chris.
once.
Hey, that's illegal.
That
Wait,
could-
I
you
think
could
that's
set-
kind of illegal.
Think about the record you could set. Most amount of Connect Adventures games played at once by a single person.
Chris, that's stupid.
You could go in the Guinness Book of World Records.
No.
You don't know that.
Most amount of games of Connect Adventures played at the same
I mean,
time.
like,
By one player.
we have 11. We actually have, if we did that, we'd have 11 copies.
Oh, yeah, because you already have your one.
yeah,
Then we
that
could-
they
we
wouldn't
could-
accept.
Then we can push it up by one. 11.
Like chased you out with a broom when they saw you had Connect Adventures.
If I saw that on my living
They
room
hit
floor.
me. I went on all fours. I scrambled out.
With Connect Adventures in your mouth.
Tell me, every time they see you, they're like, if I saw that thing on my living room floor, I'd smush it into a small
brown stain.
Oh my god. Well, like, anyways, Battletoads, whatever. It's a dead meme. But
it's funny.
oh, it was funny. But Gears of War 5, haven't played Gears of War in like years.
They don't understand how war works. But I'm
That-
a gamer, so I do.
I saw this. It's like an expansion for Forza Horizon 4 because I love the Forza games. But it looked pretty cool. It's like a Lego expansion, so like all the cars are made out of Lego.
I don't.
Did you guys hear about
Why?
how Lego is the
Why is that? a-
they went like onto all green power 3 years before they planned on it?
Really?
Yeah. And their like wind turbines are made out of Legos.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Think about
I got an idea.
No. Hear me out this time.
Make it out of Legos.
We got plenty of them.
They give this man a raise.
make it out of Legos.
So those were really the only 2 games I was excited about in total.
Cyberpunk and Battletoads.
Outer Worlds.
Okay,
It's Battletoads 2 Escape to Africa.
I like that game.
But from the franchise itself, my favorite were like Forza, like I said, because it's Microsoft. I love racing games, but
I like the Windows update that's coming out.
Forza, Halo,
My dad.
donkeys.
of course it's another one I couldn't really find a third one for, but it's just Forza and Halo Reach. So we're playing Halo Reach, but like the only thing about Halo Reach is that like it took so long to level up, like online.
Yeah, it was.
Like when me and my brother played it, it literally took us like 9 months to get to I think it was like private first class or something. This is the worst thing ever. But
That was your E3 report and a fun podcast.
yeah, a week late. Well, like a few weeks late.
1
By
week
the time
late.
this is out.
1 week late. Because I'm posting it this week. So, yeah. Bye.
What's up? It's your boy, Will Flynn, at Mike Dead.